Hello and welcome to Hump Day Inspiration. I first want to start off by saying Jesus Christ loves you. But did you know that it's God the Father who draws you to his Son? Let's look to John chapter 6, verse 44, which says, "No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him, and I will raise him up on the last day." So it is God that draws you to his Son. I want you to meet a friend of mine. His name is Pat. Pat is a Buddhist, but Pat believes that Jesus Christ is calling him to have a relationship with him. Let's hear his story.
So, my journey is different than a lot. It comes from my dad being Catholic and my mom being Shinto. And they're not really practicing, but as growing up, I needed to find some sort of direction. So, in finding direction, I went back to my ethnic roots. And basically, being Japanese, I found a lot of guidance through Buddhism.
Now, how old were you when all this was occurring?
This is middle school, high school age.
Okay.
Really look when you start to develop as a man, and all the bad things that you can get into, you're starting to get into, but you need to find a better way.
So Pat, tell me about your introduction to Christianity. And as we discussed before, we understand that Christianity is not a religion, but a lifestyle.
No, I understand. So with me, the introduction really came, I would say, in a negative version. It started with, going to Catholic church and just not feeling welcome. Every time I went in there, I felt like I was being stared at, and I felt like I didn't belong. It's not a warm and welcoming place. So, that's where it started as an introduction. And as it went on, I just didn't have good experiences with Christianity. But I can tell you that all changed when I went to Family Life. My son decided he wanted to be baptized, and I fully support that if it makes a better person. And so I went to church, only expecting to go one time, and met the Burdens, and really never looked back since. I had a calling to come and help them with their videography and their YouTube channel, and some of their social media platforms, and it's just evolved since then. And not only just the need of me being there to help them with some of the services, but growing spiritually and with my eyes opening to things that I see and things I experience in the church.
So now I want to jump on that because, like you said, you had a calling to first help, to serve. But then while you were there, your knowledge and desire to wanting to know Christ developed more?
Yes. So starting as a Buddhist, we practice religious tolerance. So there's no worry about accepting and opening our eyes and learning to become a better person. Just like you said, as a lifestyle. This is very similar between the two of them, just with different bases where they're rooted from.
So do you believe that Jesus Christ is calling you to a relationship with him? And if so, why do you believe that?
Yes, I do. I feel like, people always say he moves in mysterious ways. It started with the calling at Family Life Ministry to help them with some of their services. And with me being open to helping them out, it's just grown from there. I've accepted, the word. I really do feel that I've had I have a relationship with them now. My relationship's obviously different than yours in a personal way. And I come to understand that my relationship with them may not be the same as yours, but that doesn't mean we can't be brothers with that, So my walk may be different than the way I go through it, but I'm growing with it and learning with it, and I'm accepting.
Amen. John chapter 1, verse 12 says, "But to all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God." And that's your Hump Day inspiration.